Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 8 properties, and my main focus today is to show you the village townhouses and which models exist and so on. So let's do this. Let's have some fun. There's 8 listings today. Okay, now there's some larger village townhouses out there. There's some new ones that Mattamy built, 1,500 square feet, but I'll give you the core 5 that probably 80 to 90% of them fall into these categories. So the first one, the smallest one, is the Ashfield model, 1,051 square feet. And so this is a 2-bedroom, 2-washroom home. You can see the inside of this one when you come in the front door. You've got a garage to the left or the right, depending on which floor plan. But we'll just go with what's here. Storage room. Then you go upstairs. When you come upstairs, you can always tell these models because you've got the combined living dining plus a breakfast bar from the kitchen, and there's also basically a galley style with a walkout to the balcony. Upstairs, 2 pretty simple rooms. Bedroom 2 fits a queen size bed, but not much else. And this bedroom is a pretty good size with a walk-in closet. There is 1 bathroom upstairs. Model number 2 is a Currant. You're going to see that in today's list. You can usually tell the Currant because it has this kind of like column with a peak on top and the 2 windows lined up. And if you go to the floor plan here, this is what we call, so the one I just showed you is the small. I call this one the medium, and then there's a few larger versions. So this home, you can always tell it by the breakfast bar overlooking the great room and dining room, having this kind of layout here. On the main floor, you've kind of got the same design as the smaller one, the Ashfield, with just a storage area underneath the stairs. What else? This one has a pantry, which is useful. There's also a powder room on the main floor. There is a larger version that doesn't have that. And upstairs, you've got the 2 bedrooms, but you also have either a layout for 1 bathroom or you have a layout for 2 bathrooms where they take over the walk-in closet and make this slightly smaller and then do another closet right here. This is also a space where it's very handy to have a desk. I like that area so you're not cluttering a room up. You can have a little office up at the top of the stairs. Some people have elected to do laundry upstairs in this model too. Next up is the Brentridge End. So now there's 3 larger models. So Brentridge End, 1,297 square feet. There's also other previous versions of these that, 1,278 square feet. The corners and the ends, even the Woodbine, the old version of that is the Spring Valley. They're not really functionally that much different from each other. They certainly lend from each other. So end unit, that's a corner, that's an end right here. Now this one has a powder room on the main level. Not many of these have that. Then you've got the stairs coming up, also have a storage here. When you get upstairs, you can tell this one because it's got the only eat-in kitchen right here. So you can see there's always the space beside. Then it overlooks the dining room like the smaller Ashfield, and then the great room, which is just larger. What it doesn't have on this level is a powder room. So you're either going down to the first floor or you're going up to the 3rd level. And you can either do this one in a 2-bedroom or you can do it in a 3-bedroom. Regardless of that, there's only 1 bathroom upstairs. Now what's interesting is the Currant that we just showed you has the option of 2 full bathrooms. This one, you can only get 1. Next one is the Springdale. You can usually tell this by the bay window right here. You can see that there's kind of a window and then it comes back like this. There are elevations that do not have that, but most of them do. So this is probably my favorite personally, but I mean there are some good things with all of them. There's pros and cons for sure. Come in. This one has a den on the main floor. It could be used, I've seen it used as a home office. I've seen it used as an exercise room. You can see that the builder offers an option for a built-in desk there. A small family room. So this ends up becoming like a little bit of a man cave sometimes where there's just a small TV with a couch. The guy can go down and watch some football. And then you have some storage just over here, furnace, hot water tank. There's low storage here. All of the garages in the village townhouses are pretty deep, probably an extra 4 or 5 feet compared to what you get in a lot of other homes. So because there's not a finished basement here, they're built on concrete slabs, you've really got to maximize your space. It's nice that they do provide a little bit more garage space. But this one has the least amount of main floor storage. Then you go upstairs and you've got a kitchen with a breakfast area. There are a few different kitchen configurations for this home, but that's kind of the standard, is the U-shaped kitchen with the breakfast bar. Then you've got a living dining room. You could put a dining table here, do your living room. There's so many ways to configure this. Some people, because there is a bit of a breakfast area here, they'll put a small table and then they'll just have the whole area as living room. It's very configurable. Powder room on the main floor. Washer and dryer are kind of like halfway up the stairs. And then upstairs, you're either doing a 3-bedroom elevation with 1 bathroom, or my preference is the 2-bedroom and then also having 2 bathrooms, the ensuite with the shower, and you also get the bay window in the master too. I like that one. I find the rooms just kind of set each other up well. There is an awkward little place right here, Sharon, if you can zoom in, where there's a window seat. But what do? There's kind of empty space right here. I think that I have yet to see someone use this space creatively well. So the last one we're going to talk about is the Oakgrove Corner in 1353 square feet. You also see the Sumac Corner too at 1338 square feet. They're really not much different. Obviously the corner, you see the balcony off the side, which is different than the end unit, which we talked about. So here's the thing, come in on this home from the side door. Now remember, this is the only village townhouse that has, well, I shouldn't say that. They all have small front yards, no backyards because they're set up back to back, but this one does have a side yard, so it's a little bit better if you have kids or pets. Main floor den. Same as the Woodbine, is that you have some space down here to put an exercise room. I've seen people that even are cyclists, and they have this as a little cycle repair area here. Bikes, like not motorcycles. You've got a laundry room in here, and you kind of walk through here to get to the garage. So bringing groceries in means you've basically got to kind of prop 2 doors open and go right around. I've had people complain about that. Corner closet. Going upstairs, come upstairs here, you've got your dining room with an entrance to the balcony, kitchen here, and then your living room. I think this is a very functional main floor layout. You've got a nice niche here for your television. Then you go upstairs and you've got either a 3-bedroom elevation with 1 bathroom, or you can also do a 2-bedroom elevation with 2 bathrooms upstairs. People ask us all the time, what's better value? What's better long-term? Should I buy the 3-bedroom? Should I buy the 2-bedroom? And I think the truth is with these floor plans is that your 3-bedroom opens up a little bit more of an audience, but the value for these homes predominantly is based on square footage and not whether you configure it in on 2 and 3 bedrooms. I think you buy for your use and you're not going to get penalized either way. Now, I'll let you look at these homes on your own, but we've got Tight Court at 450. They mention the model in the description, and you can see by that peak with the 2 windows here, it is a Currant model. Looks good. I've seen a lot of Currant models sell for more than this, and I think this one has the same potential. Then we have Suter Court here at 459, and this is the Cherrywood or the Ashfield model. And so we're looking at 1051 square feet. So you have a home that is 150 square feet smaller, asking this price. You know that the current model at 450 is underpriced, and they're looking to get more with multiple offers. So there's a couple more on this list. Barclay Circle's 519. It's 1130 square feet. Pretty much the smallest 2-story townhouse with a backyard that we find Mattamy building. I think they priced it really well. There's been a couple of sales of this model floating anywhere from 510 to about even 550 if it's really, really nice. The smart thing they did in the basement here was they put the extra bathroom, because there is only one bathroom upstairs on the second bedroom level floor. So having that second full bathroom, I think, makes a big difference. Next up is a live work on Main Street, 849, which is not bad compared to what they paid for this unit from the builder. 2,000 square feet of living space, which for an end unit townhouse would probably cost you $600,000 or $700,000 anyway. Plus, you have 900 square feet in the main level, which rents out at $1,900 a month. So when you actually look at this as a package, it compares very well to what you can find individually for those two spaces. There are tax rules, so you have the commercial space, and the rent is also subject to HST. There's different financing options for a home or for a property like this, because it's partially residential and partially commercial. And so there's hybrid lending programs. Commercial lending usually requires bigger down payments. There's higher interest rates. That's kind of merged in with some of the residential features. But there's not every lender does the live work style of mortgages. So you definitely want to be careful, and you want to speak to an accountant about the tax implications of buying this building, because some of that purchase price may be subject to HST. Last one up, and this list is actually pretty good. We haven't had a lot of good stuff in the last week or so. Wrigglesworth, 968.9. They were at 988. 2,800 square feet plus a finished basement, backing onto green space. That's the value these days. You're looking at easily 900, 950 just for the home. Add the green space on top too. Now, the thing about this one is that it almost looks like, especially this kitchen lighting here too, it's because of the HDR photography. So these pictures are very high contrast, which is good, but if it goes past a certain point, I think it may sort of not give the best impression. This looks like one of those underlighted cars that you'd see in Fast and the Furious, and it probably doesn't look like that in person. So it doesn't look too bad at all. Having the green space behind, I think, is a nice feature. And it's really just a question of how it shows in person. But on paper, I could see the value for something like this at this price point. So there we go. That was a fun episode. We did the full list of the kind of core 5 village townhouses, and we talked about a few other homes. So have a super day, and we'll see you again tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.